Hello, I'm Edward Tarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. This is the 12th in a series of weekly videos that I'm making for friendlyatheist.com. Recently, I made a YouTube video entitled Religion, Atheism, and Scrabble. I invite you to watch it if you haven't already. At YouTube, you can search Tarte Scrabble. In the video, I show this picture of my father and this picture of my mother taken in 1982. I talk about how when about that time, 30 years ago or so, my father, my mother, and I played Scrabble. My mother gradually lost the ability to think of words. She was developing Alzheimer's disease. When this picture of her was taken, at age 79, her affliction was advancing rapidly. About 6 years later, she died in a nursing home, her once keen and active mind having been completely destroyed. I said in the video that Alzheimer's is one of many examples of human suffering that has converted me from religious believer to agnostic to atheist. In the comments section of the video, a number of my fellow atheists spoke of Alzheimer's, each referring to the disease in their experience with a loved one. My devout Catholic lady dialoguer Annie, herself an avid Scrabble player to whom I had referred in the video, joined in the commenting. I will now quote and paraphrase parts of two of her comments and of responses from my fellow atheists. Annie said, Jesus said that the kingdom of God belongs to the little ones. When Alzheimer strips a person of their independence, they become as little children again. The person is purified. This accomplishes direct entry into heaven at the moment of death. This comment by Annie elicited a collection of responses. Here is one of them. Heaven is not a real place. There's no need for people to be purified. The pain and suffering that the family of those afflicted by Alzheimer's have to deal with as the person they love becomes an empty shell, it's unimaginable. And you think they should be grateful for it. How sadistic are you? It's not a blessing, it's a disease. You should be ashamed of yourself. Here is another response. Your analogy is flawed. They are not like little children. I'll use an analogy of my own. Children are like new seed waiting to grow into beautiful flower. But someone with Alzheimer's is like a flower that slowly dies and rots until there is nothing left. I see nothing innocent or pure about a rotten flower. Another commenter said, shameful. One only needs to look at your warped view of reality to see what a bane religion is to mankind. What you say grieves my conscience. And here is part of what I said in a comment. Annie, by no stretch of the imagination can the destruction of my mother's mind by Alzheimer's be called a purification. Alzheimer's is not the only malady that damages the mind. Religion also, in its own way, damages the mind. In both cases, we have genuine tragedy. In response to these comments, Annie wrote, I should not have written what I wrote, not because I think it was wrong, but that it is impossible to explain to someone who does not understand. Well, Annie, you are a Catholic, and I was once a Catholic priest. I do understand the Catholic teaching, and I understand your Catholic mentality. There is more to this, perhaps in a future video, but that is enough for now. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.